Alright people, hey, what's up? It's Uncle P. I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while. I've been in school, and those of you who are in school, you know that it is kind of tough. So for those of you who are going through finals, who passed finals, hey, congratulations. I know how tough it can be. Alright, so what I'm going to talk about today is things that every man should know. First of all, let me tell you this. I got a letter from a young lady who wanted to know if it was possible for her to change her own oil. Too easy. And it got me thinking, maybe I should do a segment on when I talk about things that a man should know. One of the things a man should know is how to change oil. So simple. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to change the oil on this little bucket here, a 2000 Mazda Protege. I change the oil, my own oil on my cars. I rotate my tires. I do a whole lot of other stuff, change the plugs. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about changing the oil. Alright, first of all, a couple things you need to know. You need to find out how much oil your car takes and what type of oil. Now, this car right here takes 5W30, takes 3.5 quarts. What we're going to do is we're going to put 3.5 quarts into the car. We're going to run it a little bit, and then we'll put the other half quart in there as well. So, and this is 10W30, as you were, 5W30. Also, if you're going to change the oil, you might also want to go ahead and change the oil filter. It's very simple, it's very easy. I mean, why not do it? The air filters, you just go to any AutoZone or O'Reilly's, ask them what type that they need. Here's the type of oil filter, very simple. Pop it on, pop it off, we'll go over that. And last but not least, you're going to need a place to put the oil. Now, again, if you go to AutoZone and get your gear, you buy one of these things which catches the oil. You can also take the oil back to there, so it's too simple. I mean, if you can do it yourself, why pay the money? So let's check it out. Alright, now the first thing we need to do is we talked about changing the oil filter. So in this particular car, the oil filter is right here. In most cars, you'll see it. The oil filter be look like just a big black box. Alright, now some of the cars, the battery will be in the box, but in this particular car, you'll see the air filter, and it's very simple. It has these two clips. Clip 1, clip 2, shimmy it, comes right off. You take the old air filter off, right? And you put the new air filter in. Very simple. Now let me show you the difference between these two air filters, right? Here's the old one. Now imagine all of this going into your engine, and here's the new one, okay? Take the new one, make sure it's seated in there real good, very flush. Alright, take it, slide it in there, and clip it on. We have just changed our oil filter. Now, before we go any further, I just want to tell you that there is no difference in changing the oil in the little one as we do in the big one. Alright? So don't think like, you know, we're testing it on the bucket. Don't think that because you have a bigger car that you can't do it. It's too easy. And also, you don't have to, but what I have here is a couple risers for the car. Okay, now you can fit under your car, but I like to put these here just in case. I don't want the car to fall on top of me, and it keeps me safe. Okay, so now that we changed the air filter, let's get under the car and see what we got to do next. All right. Okay, now next thing we need to do is we need to find the nut to the oil pan, and the nut to the oil pan is right here. You just take that out, and the oil will drain out. Okay. Also, what we need to find is the oil filter. Okay, now the oil filter is that white top right there. It looks kind of difficult, but trust me, it's very, very simple. The only thing you do is you reach up here, you just twist that cap off. After we take the oil cap off, we let the oil drain out, and then we replace everything, put everything right back together nice and smooth. Now, a couple of tools you're going to need is, you're going to need, of course, you're going to need the new air filter. Okay, very small. You're also going to need a wrench cap. And what that does, it fits on the air filter if you're not strong enough to twist it off. And you're going to need either this, which is my 200mm heavy wrench, or a pair of vice grips. Now, I don't recommend the vice grips because you can strip the nut, but if that's all you got, then that's what you use.
Dad, is that water?
Oil.
の交換か。
See it? And then we put it right in there. Okay. And we screw it in. And then we put the oil in there. Okay? Alright. You gonna help me?
え、
Alright.
はい、汚い感じで、はい、こっち。
Alright. Okay, now we've changed the oil. We drained everything out. Now we have to put oil back in the car. And too easy to get. How to change oil on a car was made Uncle P proof because there's pictures. You take this cap off, right? Little picture of an oil can. That's where you put the oil. And again, you have to know how much oil to put in the car because if you don't pull enough, you could destroy the engine. And if you put too much in there, you actually warp out the engine. All right, so pour it in like that, and we're pretty much done. Okay, so we changed the oil on the car. Let me tell you, this car has 200,000 miles on it, and I intend to try to put 300,000 or 400,000 miles on it. That's because I taught myself how to do it. No one showed me. I actually got the book and taught myself how to do little things in the car, so I can keep it forever. So that's one of the things a man needs to know. A man needs to know how to change the oil on the daggone car. A couple other things a man needs to have a suit. I'm gonna tell you, every man needs a suit, and if you gotta go to Burlington Coat Factory and buy, off the rack suit, then so be it. But every man needs a suit. Also, every man needs a nice pair of shoes. Not the Payless shoes, brothers. I mean, actually go spend some money on some shoes. Some of you got $150 damn sneakers. You need to go take $100 and buy a nice pair of dress shoes. Okay? A couple of things that every man needs. Every man needs a wallet. Okay? Every man needs a watch. Yeah, I say this, but I don't have a watch. I can't. The only piece of jewelry I carry is my grandmother's cross. But I do have a timepiece. Little pocket watch that I keep in my pocket. Every man needs to know something about politics, even if it's just a basic understanding of politics. Okay, every man needs to know how to talk to a woman. Now look, I understand the culture where we live in, and sometimes, what's up, ma? What's going on, ma? Hey, ma? Sometimes that shit is, is what it is, But for real, when you start to get a little age on you, when you start to get middle-aged, like somebody I know, alright, then you need to understand how to talk to a woman, alright? And you don't talk to a woman by going, hey, what's up, ma? You know what I'm saying? Nah, none of that. That's stupid as shit. Other things a man needs to know. A man needs to know how to be, at the same time, masculine, but also gentle, okay? Now, we can get in that in the detail later, but those are just my basic list on what a man needs to know. And today, we started off by what? Doing something real simple, changing the oil. Anyway, I missed you guys. School's out. I can actually stop trying to tell candy on me. I'm back on the grind. Anyway, much love to Spencer, my man, my mellow. Thank you for the intro. Hey, thank you for all you guys that participate in my little debates on Facebook. I can dig it. I love having debates like that, where we all can share different views. Y'all not gonna like my views, but for those who participate in my little Facebook discussions, I appreciate it. Nothing but maturity, nothing but love. And this is Uncle P, and holla.